Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. What's going on, guys? It's LQG, and today I'm back with another video. So today we have for you guys NBA Legends explain how good Shaquille O'Neal was. So you guys have been really enjoying these type of videos, so I'm going to keep bringing them to you guys. Shaq was one of the most requested ones. If you have a player that you want to see me do for this series, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to do them. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes on this video. And also make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We are releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so make sure you don't miss out. With that being said, let's get into NBA Legends explain how good Shaquille O'Neal was.
Who would Shaq be if he had your work ethic?
He'd be the greatest of all time.
If Shaq had your work ethic,
He'd be the greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time by a
sure. He'd be the first to tell you that, for sure. I mean, this guy was a force like I have never seen. I mean, it was crazy. You know, a guy at that size, generally guys at that size are a little timid and they don't want to be tall. They don't want to be big. Man, this dude he did not care. He was mean. He was nasty. He was competitive. He was vindictive. I mean, yeah. I wish he was in the gym. I would have had fucking 12 rings.
he had the work ethic.
My God, yeah. We ain't be close.
Man, there was a number of bigs that were hard to guard. Shaq was damn near unstoppable.
Hey, I want to ask about your first impression of Shaq on the court.
Scary. This is the dude, though. You know what I mean? Even though you got that mentality, you know, this is that one that you really admire and respect as dominant on both ends of the court.
You were on the court against him,
right? Wasn't he? He was unstoppable. That
what was it? What did that feel like? What was it like?
It wasn't fun. It was not fun playing against Shaq. You know, I didn't fear too many players during my career, but Shaq was one of those guys that I feared. And the fact that you had to come down and double team on him, he had the speed, the power, the spins. He was just a very difficult guy for us to defend as a team. Not for me as an individual, but I had to come down and double team.
Yeah.
And that was almost worse than guarding him because he was swinging with his arms.
He had a temper.
Shaq was never, he had a temper, but you know what? Even if he turned and hit you, he'll like give you a look like, you're okay.
Remember that. Yeah.
But, you know, he was just such a dominant player, and I have to agree, they blew it because Shaq was a special player.
Would you be bruised up after playing him?
Yeah, I mean, our whole game plan was if you're going to double team Shaq, you better get there before the ball gets there. Because if you get there after, you're just going to be part of a post.
Throw that ball into Shaq, he was going to catch it and dunk it. And one thing that Shaq made you do, he made you carry 2, if not 3 bigs on your roster because you needed those fouls, you needed those big bodies because he was so dominant. So then what does that do? That shortens your ability to play small ball. It shortens your ability to play small ball because you got to have 2 or 3 bigs on your roster. There isn't carry 1, 1.5. This D'Antoni situation would have never worked. PJ Tucker would have quit before having to guard Shaq in a 7-game series.
When Shaq came into the league, he had such a great passion and enthusiasm for the game. With his size and strength and mobility, it was something we really hadn't seen.
O'Neal runs the floor, takes it all the way.
He's huge, he's menacing. He really just attacked the rim.
That's a man's jam. And even Shaquille was impressed with that one. Oh, what a dunk.
After collecting the Rookie of the Year award in 1993, Shaq would win the first of 2 scoring titles 2 years later while carrying the Orlando Magic to the NBA Finals and establishing himself as one of the most engaging personalities the league has ever seen.
He really just took the league by storm, but he did it in Shaquille O'Neal style. He was just as big off the court as he was on the court, and when he went from Orlando to the Lakers, LA just loved him.
The more bigger I get strong. And the more stronger I get, nobody can stop me.
He's this funny, jovial guy. But in between those lines, I mean, he's not playing around.
Shaquille, fadeaway.
He played with such a viciousness. I watched him put centers to shame.
Shaq brought a whole different element to basketball. He was going to be the dominant initial force that we had. He took on the mantle of, we have to win. Now's the time to win.
Kobe on the move. Lobs for O'Neal.
Pretty interesting statements here. You talk about in your prime how you think you would have maybe stacked up against Shaquille O'Neal, or what do you think would have happened, you versus Shaquille O'Neal today? Because people sometimes lump the two of you together.
Yeah, because we're both terrible foul shooters. But other than that, Shaquille and I is like comparing me with Clark Gable. In this case, I'm Clark Gable and he's me. He plays an entirely different type of basketball game. He uses his physicality, and he's a big, strong young man, and that works well in today's game. If he was facing me and other guys of my time, not so good. I mean, I'm a guy bench pressing around 600 pounds when I was at my best.
600 pounds?
Yeah, right. So,
give me a quick rundown on some of these guys who are playing today. Shaquille O'Neal? Strange-looking guy, right?
Yeah, he's a big, strong, powerful guy who runs over top of people.
Right.
Yeah.
And but do you like him?
Oh, I like him, and I think that because he is a celebrity, he brings something to the table. And
Well, what about as a player?
As a player, for his size, he's extremely agile, and I think that he could be taught to play a whole lot better.
You're saying he could be a great player, he's just okay because he doesn't put out?
Well, he puts out. I think that now that he's getting himself back in shape a little bit, he can play a little better, but he seems to have problems in the last quarter.
I see.
When the Lakers lose. So it must be, if it's always the last quarter, it's about shape.
The book, Who's Running the Asylum? Now, you said George Murzon in many ways has more talent than Shaquille O'Neal, and if you had to choose between Shaq or George, you would take George. This is in your book. Now, explain this one.
yeah, now you're leaving off something. I'm saying as they call fouls, though, today, Shaq gets away with what I would consider murder.
So they let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that when you dip your shoulder and you run over top of a guy and the foul's called and the guy laying on the floor, you're getting away with something. So Shaq is allowed maybe to score some points that maybe he wouldn't get. But if you made it a straight-up situation and gave the same rules and regulations to Shaq as you give to George Murzon has a better touch around the basket and he can score more points. And if the Bullets had enough sense to give him the ball 20, 25 times and let him shoot the ball like somebody else, Murzon may be averaging 30 points a game.
So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.